Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in over 20 years, the Game & Watch series has portrayed by me, Mario.
Oh,
Holy shit, you're right.
wow.
Aw.
What do you mean he's right?
20 years.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember owning this first one. Yeah, I remember owning this one. I didn't own the other ones, but yeah, welcome to the Game & Watch Gallery, which is like this is like the Mario All-Stars of Game & Watch.
Basically,
Kind
yeah,
of.
like you take a whole bunch of old Game & Watch games from like the 80s and so on, and give them a fresh coat of paint, while also giving the option to play the original if you so choose. So for the first Game & Watch Gallery, we
Yep.
have 4
Yep.
games. We have Manhole, Fire,
Oh.
Octopus, and Oil Pen.
Hey,
I almost
Hey, Peach.
for the longest time
For the
longest time I thought the octopus was Peach because of the long hair. I was like, the octopus.
Oh my god.
Mario, I'm an Octoling.
Hard
Gasp.
and classic.
So yeah, so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'll be doing a look at of all 4 Game & Watch Gallery games, and basically I'm going to make it a rule of thumb to play all the mini games on each game on hard mode, just to make things interesting.
Okay, so here we have Yoshi trying to keep a bridge to keep other people from falling down.
Look, there's DK Jr.
So for those that have never played a Game & Watch game in their life, they're all basically score attack games. Basically try to outlast whoever the score holder is, and I mean, you get the high score, good for you. And well, but the longer you play, the harder the games tend to get. And well, by that I mean the games can get really fucking fast.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Keep
can
things
see.
up. Oh, Mario.
Hello.
Jeez. So yeah, as you
And
see
that's-
here,
Oh,
jeez. What happens is that after someone jumps on the manhole, it comes right back up unless you're holding it down.
Yeah.
Yoshi, what do you think of your new job?
I feel good in knowing that I'm keeping all the innocent people from falling to their doom. Except for Mario. But here he's just getting lucky. Because I'm getting paid to do this.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
like
fair.
it's like
Saving all these people from a watery grave makes them so appreciative of me. It'll make them enlisting in my army all that much easier.
There is a rhythm to these kind of games. Jeez.
Oh,
And,
Lordy.
I guess it should also be said, like, with a good majority of these games, sometimes they run under a certain type of, you have to look after 3 types of characters who are doing, well, whatever at the time. Like, for example, like the lighter you got, like, the lighter characters like Toad, just, they're the easiest to watch out for. But then you got the likes of Donkey Kong Jr., who's mostly the heavier type, or maybe in this case he's not so bad. But for Manhole specifically, you want to watch out for Mario, because that fucker don't slow down for nobody, not even Yoshi.
I also noticed there was a setting to allow for diagonal inputs, which the original didn't have.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess there is. At the same time, though, you don't really need to do something like that. Consider the fact, I mean, look at what we're dealing with here.
Okay. Okay, I
Right.
will admit that's something I do appreciate just
This
from
is nerve-wracking to watch.
a gameplay standpoint. I do appreciate that when they're falling, when you pick it up, you can still like scoop them up. It's not just like an instance. Oh, you have no chance.
Right.
Oh, that would have sucked so much.
Yeah.
Hey, we made it past 200
And I'm
now.
secretly hoping that
no,
the first one to fall is
Toad!
Mario, but that didn't happen.
Oh.
Yoshi's upset.
Oh.
Poor Toad.
That mushroom did not deserve that. I'll save one for the fat man later.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
You win this time, fat man.
Hey, Hype.
what?
Fire.
Commence firing operations now.
Not yet.
Yet.
Crap.
So now Peach's castle's on fire, and Mario and Luigi already have a trampoline of a sort to help all the people escaping from the fire and take them to the nearest the nearest ambulance
Yeah, it's Earthworm Jim.
or mushroom carrier of a sort. Yeah, it's essentially the goddamn Peter Pup minigame from Earthworm Jim 2, only not quite as
Oh,
obnoxious.
where the
For a
X?
sec, I thought I heard Mario 2 sound effects.
What happens if we hit? What happens if we catch a star?
So here's the thing about this minigame in particular. You get points for how many escapees hit the trampoline. And this also accounts for the likes of the stars. If the more stars, but I think stars will give you like 3 or 5 points apiece the more you bounce on them. But you can only bounce on one particular character or item 3
Yoshi's.
times.
Yoshi babies.
Oh boy.
it's with this kind of mini game where we start introducing
NDK.
The whole weight aspect of the mini games, where Toad is the lightest, Yoshi's around the middle ground, and Donkey Kong's a heavy motherfucker.
Well, it's almost as if he's a Devil Damn Gorilla or something. Oh,
There's a lot of like you said, there's a lot of a rhythm to this. I will say though, the sprite work admittedly for a Game & Watch game, the sprite work is pretty good.
Oh no, the sprite work in all the games are honestly top notch, even if they usually are released either relatively early or late with the console's lifespan.
How many people are in this castle?
I apologize.
It's a big castle.
This may seem like who keeps throwing them out just with willy-nilly, not waiting, like
if you look at the top, there is a fire.
The whole damn castle's on fire.
They're leaking out of their own cord.
Pretty much imagine that, yeah.
You know what? This is why.
Oh, jeez!
Oh no!
And they're just.
I got a boo-boo!
Oh, I don't so us, please.
But anyway, I was just making the joke about how, just to explain the fire. You see, this is why they stopped serving birthday parties for Bowser, because every time he tries to blow out the candles, he uses the different windpipes.
I also love the idea that when they start crying, Mario and Luigi do not go to help them. They run and hide, like, oh, maybe they won't notice us.
Yeah, it's like,
please don't sue us. We can't afford it.
I was gonna say something to the effect of not being sued.
Libel.
That was me as a kid. Whenever I'd hear someone cry, I'd hide from the parents.
Oh,
It's like
the wrath.
we didn't do it. We didn't do it.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, watch out for the bombs
bomb.
though. If those get to the mushroom carrier there, you
thanks,
lose
Peach.
points big
Oh,
time.
thanks,
I think
Peach.
that's considered a miss.
Oh,
what happens
cool.
when
She
you,
actually
what's
gets
the heart
it.
do?
She
Okay,
gets
sorry.
extra life.
Oops.
I mean.
Oh.
Well, that is just like Mario.
Hey, to be fair, I was distracted by love.
Okay, so that heart that Peach kissed out, every 200 point, after every certain point intervals, if you accidentally like missed, as the game calls it, you do get a chance to actually, well, restore. Basically, you can correct some of your misses that you make if you manage to survive certain point intervals.
Okay.
Here
So,
you go.
Like for example, if you reach 200 points in fire, Peach will play a kiss, or every other game I can think of, a heart usually pops that you can pick up. Okay, so now for Octopus. The name of the game here is to collect as much of the treasure undersea as you can, though while also watching out for this rather passive-aggressive octopus here. It's
Oh,
like,
boy.
Oh!
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna start throwing out my tentacles, and
Don't.
if you get caught, it's all your fault, mister.
And as you notice there, be careful.
Well,
And as you notice,
No,
be
that was just
careful.
unfair.
And I would say, as you notice, be careful. The more treasure you collect, the slower you become as your way down.
Yeah.
yeah, this is honestly one of the harder minigames I can think of in the entire series.
that doesn't. I mean, I get it from a gameplay perspective, but it doesn't really make sense for him to be way down when he's clearly like depositing the treasure on the boat.
Well, no, it's like
Well,
you have to.
no. The thing is, once you deposit whatever treasure you collect on the boat and take it back and give it to Peach, you pretty much revert back to your original weight.
Yeah,
And
basically
you
the
get-
weight changes
Oh, I
depending
see,
on how
okay.
much gold you get there.
Okay.
And the more gold you bring back, the more your point doubles as a result of getting back to her.
Also in the case you find yourself in a very bad instance where you're kind of stuck, you can actually throw whatever treasure you picked up at the tentacle.
Oh, he's ticked.
Okay, that point he has every right to be mad.
And with that, Peach lost Mario forever.
The end.
Game over.
All this trouble just because I forgot our anniversary.
There's a reason why that became the final smash of Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of devious in that regard. So, our last mini game in the first Game & Watch Gallery game is Oil Panic. In this game, Bowser throws a whole bunch of oil onto very flammable grass, as far as I'm concerned, and it's Mario's job to catch any oil spills that Bowser drops.
Get inside.
Oh, what a jerk!
That automatically made me think of that minigame from, I think it was Mario Party 4?
Yeah, seriously, Bowser, you doof, you're too ignorant to be an oil tycoon.
And Luigi just snoozing away.
Crazy Luigi.
So, I'll take brute force over logic any day.
Because ignorance is bliss.
So cute.
I remember that animation. So what are we doing with, so what's going on with Yoshi outside?
Okay, so if you come to a point where both of your buckets are filled, drop them
what?
down when Yoshi's down there, and he'll expel the oil into a fire.
Why did you... Don't feed Yoshi oil?
Well, it's not like he swallows
Don't
it.
worry, he spits it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like one of those people that blows fire at parties.
Oh, there you go.
Rinse your mouth out with oil.
What?
Exactly.
Only except you're spitting out oil, you're breathing fire.
Meanwhile, Luigi and Donkey Kong Jr. just are being lackadaisical, resting the
Oh
day
yeah,
away.
be wary. If you actually drop your
Oh, that's
oil, if
close.
Yoshi's too far away from wherever you drop your oil, that oil's gonna drop on on either DK Jr. or Luigi, and they rightfully get pissed at you for it.
Actually, I
Yeah.
just noticed, just looking at the ground underneath Mario, James makes a joke about being flammable grass. I think those are actually little fire embers down there, which does further
Yeah.
question how exactly Mario's able to walk on them.
Careful. Oh, it's getting faster.
Oh, it is.
Ow, hot feet!
Hot tamale. Hot
Yeah,
tamale.
Honestly, that would explain all the jiggy moves that Mario's been pulling out this entire game.
Yeah. Also, again, the sprite animation was really good. Even when we were on the level select screen, it like had this animation of Mario like giving Bowser a stern glare, and yeah, for Game
and
Boy, this
Bowser's
is
just
pretty
like
good.
chewing loudly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, like let me put it to you guys this way: Game Watch Gallery, kind of the original game, kind of scratches the surface on what they were able to handle. Like starting with the second game and onward. This was also around the same time when the Game Boy Color came to the scene, and well, they got to flaunt their colors with that game.
Okay.
And honestly,
Oh,
say what
that's-
you will about. Honestly, say what you will.
Oh,
I
no.
honestly
Oh.
think that
Our pot overfilled.
if nothing else, honestly, I feel like the Game Watch Gallery series is where Nintendo really got to flaunt how much fun the Mario characters can have with just mundane, everyday tasks.
Yeah, I mean, I can see
Where
that.
it's like
This was
weird
our
for me to say, it's like-
Wario. This was our WarioWare before WarioWare.
yeah, pretty much. And I mean, it's also like one of the few series where Mario, like the Mario series, flaunts its whole fantasy setting. Like not even these days do you encounter like set pieces, kind of like what you see in the second and third game, or let alone
awesome.
the fourth.
I look forward to seeing all those games. Again, this is the
And
main one I played.
to make we happy, with the second game, with the second and third game, is where Yoshi flaunts even further his way of getting rather mundane yet fantastical jobs.
Nice.
It's basically like that Japanese Donald Duck game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Again,
Well,
I'm looking,
aside from the fact that you get money at the end.
but yeah, again, I'm looking forward to see what the other collections are like. This is the only one I ever owned. Did you own any of these, CLB?
No, I did not.
You had a Game Boy though, right?
No, I had a Game Boy Color.
Oh,
The first Game Boy Color game I ever played was Pokemon Silver.
Fair enough. Nice.
Ah, okay.
I'm actually trying to remember now which.
Oh God, no!
That was
Ooh,
close.
that was close.
Mamma mia!
Yeah,
Nerves
I'm
of
trying to
steel.
remember.
Hey,
Mario.
what's the big idea, bro?
Okay, so you can either get 3 oil spills or 3 fires in your. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Back to you.
there are so many games that are actually lenient on what kind of mistakes you can make.
Oh, this
Although
is grandiose.
this is kind of dickish.
Oh, you can hold the
Oh.
cup back while you're now. Nice.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Actually, that's another thing that should be brought up with the modern Game & Watch gallery games. There's actually quite a number of liberties that they take with them. Like
Well-
for example, yeah, unfortunately, the castle got burnt.
The last time. On second thought, I think I made my point.
Also,
But yeah,
so
no,
that-
going back to my earlier point, like, they take some liberties with the classics in that, like, well, for starters, they actually play a lot more smoothly, and secondly, there's some cases where they actually make some very nice quality of life choice changes, like the fact that Mario can actually twist himself around, so, like, say, if there's a oil spill on the far left and his left oil can is filled, he can just switch positions, and he can use it, put him on the right can instead.
Yeah. Okay.
Like all the mini games that across the gallery series kind of make changes exactly like this. And honestly, it's why if you're gonna play the Game and Watch, like if you're gonna play Game and Watch stuff in general, do it with the gallery series, which you can also get through the 3DS Virtual Console.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I enjoyed that.
So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're not quite done with the Game and Watch gallery series yet, but we're gonna go ahead and stop here for now. So until next time, I'm James Mainstream.
I'm Earthquake.
I'm Lucky Jack 20.
Hylian Princess Lita.
And ignorance is not bliss.
I also just noticed when that castle was going up in fire, that did not look like Peach's castle. That looked like one of Bowser's castles instead.
It really did.
And he's like,
That was Bowser on top of
and
it.
he's like, oh wait.
What was the point of this?
Or no, it's a matter, I'll burn my own castle and take the insurance money. Wait. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
You know, Peach might be onto something about that ignorance thing.